Hello guys, hello, welcome to Kem Lidi TV. I am called Kem Lidi, a Cameroonian YouTuber. I'm going to be specializing on Cameroonian food, and maybe once in a while I'm going to do some diversity with my cooking. So yeah, this is my first time of making a cooking video. So guys, please, before we begin, I would like you all to give me a thumbs up, subscribe on my channel, and don't forget to put on the post notification. Ring the bell, and please don't forget to comment. All right, let me take you straight to my ingredients. Okay, you use I have my green spices here. You can use any of your choice. There's leeks, there's parsley, there's parsley, so you can use any of your choice. Basil, sorry. So here I have salt, 1 tablespoon of salt. I'm not going to use all. And my vegetable oil, groundnut oil, my curry powder, my seasoning cubes, 3 Maggi crevette. That is what I used. And here there's combination of various spices. You have black pepper, white pepper, anive. There's a combination of spices in here, so I'm going to use a tablespoon of it. And here is my fish. You can use any fish of your choice, so I chose this. I don't really know the name of the fish, so yeah. And my ripe plantain that I'm going to use to boil. So these are the ingredients I'm going to use to prepare my smooth stew. So now let's go to the preparation. Okay, so now is the preparation of the ingredients. So now I'm going to cut my green vegetables into pieces. You can cut them roughly. You don't need to cut them in a very organized manner, because from here I'm going to blend them. So yeah. Okay, it's well sliced. I'm going to put them in the blender. And now I'm going to slice my onion. I'm going to use 1 onion. Slice them anyhow, but not so big, so that the blender will be able to blend very well. And now I'm going to put my ginger and garlic inside the blender, and my pepper. I love eating a lot of pepper, so if you're not a pepper eater, maybe 1 or 2 will be enough for you, but for me, I'm going to put all of this inside. Okay, so now, my leeks. I'm not going to put all of the leeks in it. I'm going to leave some, in which I'm going to slice and garnish the dish when it's done. Yeah. So I'm going to add water inside. And I'm going to blend. Make sure everything blends very well. Everything is well blended. So I'm going to turn inside this my dish. Oh, the pepper is hot, guys. Now The next thing I'm going to blend, oh shit. The next thing I'm going to blend is my groundnut. I could have used the dry part of the blender, but it is bad, so I'm going to use this to blend the groundnut. And I have to make sure it blends very well, so I'm going to take a longer time to blend this. I have to put a lot of water, or enough for it to blend. If not, when you put little water, the thing will become so thick and the blender will not be able to blend the groundnut. So as I'm blending, I'll be seeing if I'll need more water to continue the blending. There's no rush with this, because if I rush, I'm going to have pieces of groundnuts that are not well ground. So I think I'm going to add some water. Okay. This water should be enough. Okay, guys, this is the groundnut. You can see it is well blended, very smooth. So now if you look closely, you'll see that the groundnut has patches of brown, the peelings, it is there. So I'm going to drain it with this sifter. Now the ginger, garlic and the green spices in which I've already ground with my pepper, I'm going to mix inside. Mix everything together. Okay. Rinse it to remove the remaining particles from the dish. Okay. So now you will notice that when I'm done draining, you have a greenish color. I like it when it's like that. So now I'm going to drain. This recipe that I'm using, you know, if you don't like groundnut, you can use ginseng to prepare this. But with ginseng, you don't need to do all this straining that I'm doing like that. You just grind it and mix everything together and put on the fire. And when I finish straining, I'm going to add some water into the chaps and strain again. Okay guys, as you can see, I have strained from the first round. That is what I'm going to use to cook. So I have added another water inside the chaps, so I have to make sure I strain again. Okay guys, as you can see, I have strained from the first round. That is what I'm going to use to cook. So I have added another water inside the chaps, so I have to make sure I strain again. Okay. Smooth stew. In this recipe, there is no addition of tomato. We don't put tomato here, so it's just the groundnut or the ginseng. Okay guys, now it's the time to prepare the meal. So this is the juice I have extracted. So I'm going to turn it inside my pot. I'm going to rinse it a bit. So okay. So now in this, I'm going to put my seasoning cubes. going to put 3 of the seasoning cubes. Okay, now my fish, when I made the fish, I didn't put salt in it. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put in my salt. And now stir to make sure everything is well mixed. You see the color? It has a very nice greenish milkish kind of color. I love it like that, and it's so smooth, particles free. So after this, I'm going to put in my fish. Okay, my fish is in. Now I have to taste to make sure the Maggi and the salt inside is enough. If it's not enough, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Okay, it needs a little bit of salt. Let me just put everything. Now it's time for me to put on the fire. I haven't put the dry spices, the ground spices, because I want it to cook up to a level before I put the spices in it. So now this is going to cook for at least 15 minutes, or until when it is boiling. Then from there I'm going to put the dry spices in it. So see you later. Okay, now it's time for me to prepare the plantain, to peel it. My water is already on the fire, so I'm going to wash. Okay, now I'm going to peel my plantain. To cut into 2. There's something I wanted to say. If you want to prepare this sauce that I'm doing, if you don't want to strain it, that's totally okay. You know, it's totally okay. You can just prepare it like that. It's just that since I used to call this smooth stew, I just had to strain it. But you can prepare it like that without straining. Okay guys, I just put the plantain into the pot. The water was already boiling before I put the plantain in it, so I'm going to boil this plantain for 15 minutes. I don't need to boil it for long. So yeah. Okay guys, now let's check the sauce. You see everything is boiling. It's really boiling. And you know, groundnut is something, when you boil, it usually foams a lot and it throws out of the pot. So you have to be very, very vigilant. If it does that, you quickly remove the lid from the pot. So now it is boiling, and I have to allow it to boil for a while so that the taste of the groundnut is going to die down. Because if you don't boil it for a longer period, it's going to taste raw. So yeah, it is boiling now, and I'm going to shake it a bit, you know, or make sure the fish does not scatter. So I have to shake it just a little bit, and the taste is already so good, so delicious. So now I'm going to allow it to cook for a little while, and we'll put the remaining ingredients. You know, the remaining ingredients are the spices, the white and black pepper and anive. I'm going to put in here, and curry, so it's remaining curry, groundnut oil, and the spices that I showed you at the beginning of the video. So yeah, I'm going to allow this to cook. Guys, can you see the color? It has a kind of creamy green. Oh my god, it's going to be so delicious. I can't wait to dive in. Okay, yeah, so as it is cooking, and you see when it's cooking, it's becoming thick. As you're cooking it, it is becoming thick. So yeah, I will just allow it to cook again for like 10 minutes before I put the remaining ingredients. Okay guys, it has been cooking for 15 minutes now. So if you notice, you see that the bubbles have reduced, so it is getting ready. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to put in my groundnut oil, my vegetable oil. I'm going to put in then the next thing I'm going to put the spices that I showed you at the beginning. So okay, that's okay. The next thing, I sliced some onion and some parsley and leeks. I'm going to sprinkle it in. And the next thing, I have my curry powder. Gino curry powder, it's half, so I'm going to put just half of it. If you don't like curry powder, it's okay, you can skip it. So yeah, make sure I stir it very well, but avoid the fish from scattering. Make sure everything mixes well. I don't need to put salt and Maggi anymore because I already put it at the beginning of the video when I was mixing everything, so the taste is very okay. So now I'm going to allow this to cook for 5 minutes, maximum 10 minutes before I turn off the heat. Okay, now as you can see, everything is ready. The soup is ready. The smooth stew the smooth stew is ready. So now even my plantain is ready. See, the plantain is ready too. So now it's time to serve. Okay, my people, the food is served. I can't wait to dive in right now, guys. Please come join me. Okay, thank you all for taking part in this cooking video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel Kem Lidi TV, and don't forget to turn on your post notification. Please comment and give me a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching. Till next time, ciao.